Greetings to you all in the spirit of Gambianism. I say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raja'un. To Allah we are from, and to Him we shall return. As you can see, I'm very casual right now. I am very casual right now. I have a project to work on. I have some deadlines to meet. But this is something I have to do and I must do. We mourn the death of our father, Alhaji Sarjo Barrow, who, of course, whose death was just announced a couple of hours ago. And Gambians around the world have actually started doing the normal tradition of expressing condolences and stuff. Seriously, I am very busy. I have a deadline to meet. Proposal I am putting together that is due tonight, but I just have to do this because I'm sitting here trying to write and it's just not coming out. It's just not coming out because of this. I have to express it. And what is it? The death of Alhaji Sarjo Barrow is announced. I call him our father because his son, Lamin Barrow Toops, was my classmate at St. Augustine. So, Kuma kind of Toops. We used to hang out and did so many things together. Back in Gambia, you know, Tamineka, Alaska, the same thing. So, Sumane Swing Papa, Falako based, not just because he's a Gambian or a journalist. Faratumboka or whatever happened here, and try to justify a relationship is equally not what I'll be doing. But one thing I can say is I am very disturbed. The last time when Sisi Sawane passed away, I came on this platform, my own page, and I actually discussed her death and how us Gambians just came out and started expressing and sending condolences. Kuchineka, the Dugal, I Natal established connection with Sisi Sawane and the like, and I talked about the hypocrisy in some of us, and a lot of people, this did not sit well with a lot of people. Gaay ne lutax may wax lolu mané because dafa am ñu bari ñuy wax ñoo xamné li ñoo wax miinuñ ko té suñ wécci wut suñ jikko yi. And a lot of those people, when I interacted with them, eventually they agreed with me, because I have people who told me how Sisi wanted certain things from them, and it is unfortunate that they could not deliver it for her. They could not do what she wanted from them. Bayala def mu génn àdduna, and some of those same people came, changed their profile pictures, Sisi Lele, and everybody was talking about her. And the same thing with Suñ Papa Sarjo Barrow. Yes, when somebody dies, they say we talk good about it. I'm not sitting here to say anything about, Suñ Uncle Sarjo Barrow. Du ñaanal ko Yàlla mu rest in peace. Yal na Yàlla yokkal leeram. Yal na Yàlla seddal suuf si kawam. Yal na ko Yàlla jégal ay bàkkaaram. Yal na Yàlla xare ko ajana. Yal na Yàlla dugal xoli muñ ci ñi bàyyi gannaaw and the like. I've always talked about celebrating our own, and as you always see, even the post we put about Sarjo Barrow, we titled it as Celebrating Our Departed Legends. We are consistently known for celebrating Gambians, and in fact while they are alive, not when they are dead. Not when they are dead. Not after they are gone and the like. If you look at our page, we have a column called Celebrating Our Future Legends, where we celebrate young people who are doing well, who have a future, where we celebrate our living legends, and of course people who depart, and that of Sarjo Barrow because he's gone now. Just a couple of months ago, 3 months ago, one of my staff happened to be at a place where he was. Ñu jëlaatal ma nambam and gave me his number, and I contacted him. I spoke to him on the phone and told him how I wanted to interview him, and we were going to arrange that. I contacted him on WhatsApp mu ne ma may ko time si diggante bi Yàlla def mu ñëw feebar. I was going to have him on my platform and discuss a host of issues. Until recently, we've had people saying that he was dead, ne dafa génn na àdduna. Ñi xam nañ li ma wax. Politics tax na ñu créatal ko fi jiiñ ko ne dee na te fekk génnut àdduna. Te nag Yàlla dogal na ko, li ñi ko ko ene won ñi ko ko don ñaanal de and the like. I know it is tough. I know ñun Gambians, we don't believe in these things. I know the next minute the comments that are coming out of most of the people who are watching me will ndax Pa Ous mi mu ngi wér maa ngi wér dama toog mënuma muñ lii. I cannot bear it, and that is why I have to come out and just say this. I find hypocrisy in a lot of in a good number of us. And I'm taking Sisi Sawane's Sisi's case as a case study or an example. When Sisi passed away, and several other Gambians did. Prior to Sisi is Sadauda Kairaba Jawara. Just a few weeks before Sisi's death, it was Sadauda. 40 days and Bijotna. You can barely imagine who and who went to Sadauda's sleep. Dem na be passe. Even government, we have reliable information. Ne show o buñ sax si 40 days si Sadauda yi. Ñu ne defal nañ Sadauda Kairaba Jawara a national burial nono. Ñu ne amal nañ ko a tomb over there at the National Assembly. Yalla def lately, I am so busy with so many things, but these are things we would have highlighted. Even government officials barely went to Sadauda Kairaba Jawara's funeral. It's a fact. It's a fact. Naka 40 days amikon. The same thing with Sisi Sawane. People said all kinds of things. Ñaata nit ñu bindoon ñaata nit ñu changeoon seen profile pictures yi ñaata nit ñu jëloon seen profile pictures yi an established connection with Sisi Sawane went to her 40 days. Remember wuñ ko sax. People didn't even remember it was her 40 days. Or any other like thing loo xam ne ñu ngi ko war a def. Barki dem boo njaay suwaay bi konaate la gaay doon def lifinam bi fii nii 1 year anniversary bi. My team was there to cover that. Media bi coow suwaay bu konaate ak li ñoo wax si boppam. How many media houses went to cover that? How many media houses were present at suwaay bu konaate's thing? The same thing few days ago. Deda Hairara. Nyata media houses even gave prominence to Deda to remind Gambians that this is a Doyan. Now it is our father, Alhaji Sarjo Barrow again, and before you know it, most of us have changed our profile pictures to Sarjo Barrow. This is just a fact. Watch and see. Most of us have changed our profile pictures to Sarjo Barrow. Most of us are putting our images of Sarjo Barrow. It might be hard, but this is the fact. This is the fact. This is my fact. And it's based on evidence. Mention Nafi Sadauda Kairaba Jawara. Nyata ñun ñoo remember Sadauda. How many of you that are watching have changed your profile pictures to Sadauda Kairaba Jawara, whether it is on Instagram, on Twitter, on Snapchat, or here on Facebook, anywhere? Including government si bopam. Luñ dee wax duñ ko dee mean. We don't mean what we say for the most part. It's mostly lip service, and we Gambians need to graduate from this lip service thing. It's hard. I could have done a special show on this, but the Masona, and I am just here trying to write this thing. Mangi buga binda munuma binda, because this thing just keep lingering in my head. I just keep thinking about it. It's about time we graduate from this and stop this lip service of loving people when we don't. I've had interactions with individuals and people, some of whom actually confessed to me how they had interactions with Sawane, how they thought she was this, she was that. They never knew she was this good. They never knew she was this, that. And when I did my little broadcast on Sisi after she passed away, I said it. Wana komane amna ñu bari ñoo xamne maybe amna lu Sisi soxla from them. There might have been one thing she wanted from them. Maybe it just required for them to make a simple phone call to make it happen for her, and they made it so hard and make life difficult for her, and it never materialized. And yes, I've had people who confirmed this to me. Maybe it could have been a mere signature that she needed from them. Maybe amna lum soxlon ci seen office that they just needed to have done for her. Ñu jox ko di running around tey elek somanda wula rasuta teli ñëwal tey ñëwal gannaaw elek lii lele. Whether it is colleagues in the media, whether it is media chiefs, or whether it is institutions that she worked for, or whether it is, the general public, or whether people in other offices or the private sector. Maybe the young lady was struggling with a lot of things. We make it hard. But after she was gone, we want to present her as a hero. After she was gone, we want to celebrate her. After she was gone, we want to leave. It's about time, you Gambians, you start to be realistic and honest to ourselves. This is not about the death, it's how we treat our people. after suñ demee ba génn àdduna foog ni dem ba xubudaas foog ni dem ba alaku wala mu torox wala mu sonna wala mu dee balaañ koo recognize in anything. It's unfortunate. If you did not believe in Sarjo Barrow, if until a few days ago you were talking, trash about him, or you were saying something else, it's negative. Believe mandul go day ni tay nga bañe tok ne dang ko bindal pour sédel ko lu bax way pour jema create something you don't believe in it. If you believe in it, fine and good. Go ahead and write it. Go ahead and say it. But if you were saying things about him until a few days ago, if you were saying negative things about him until a few days ago, if you wish that he was dead until a month ago or so, yen ñi ko ko ene won ñi doon wax ne Sarjo Barrow dafa dee te fekk génnutoon àdduna. You can hear my tone of voice. I'm very passionate about what I'm saying. Te ni ma ko waxee woon the last time. This is my fact and it is my truth. It is my fact and it is my truth based on what I have observed in our community. Dañ dee bugg a lekkante. And when somebody is gone, balaa ñoo pare pour dimbale nit, balaa ñoo pare pour jàppale nit, balaa ñoo pare pour wax nit lu baax, wala balaa ñoo pare pour recognize nit fekk boromam génn na àdduna. Recognizing for one day. Loolu moo fi war a jeex moom lañ war a bàyyi. Li ma wax, I have evidence to back it up. Because Sisi Sawane mi nga xam ne ñu ngi doon coow affaire am di wax affaire am di ko lifin. I have showed this when I did my program on Sisi to back it up. And I still have this thing where a few days before Sisi passed away, she uploaded something. A week before she passed away, she uploaded something on her status, telling people to not be putting all the status and rest in peace and all of this for her. Here it is. This was Sisi Sawane's status. If I die unexpectedly, please don't start sharing my pictures and tweeting about me. Just be low-key with your du'as and prayers and just exactly and grieve within yourself. I know exactly who feels what about me. Just make sure my family is okay. This was from Sisi Sawane. This is not something that I made up. This is not something that I made up. Yena ko gisal sen bopa. But how many of us respected what her wish? How many of us did exactly what she said? Instead, we did what we wanted. She said, if I die unexpectedly, which she died in any way, that's how she died, unexpectedly. If I die unexpectedly, please don't start sharing my pictures and tweeting about me, which is what people did. Just be low-key with your du'as and prayers and just grieve within yourself. I know who feels exactly what about me. Just make sure my family is okay. Now, at this point, how many of us who call Sisi friend, how many of us who call Sisi Andandor or co-workers or colleagues go to her house? How many of us do things with her family? How many of us even call her family? How many of us have been to her house after she passed away? Besides kerak bim génné aduna fofu fess be ko fa sanni mbato mu toj mom ak Papa Touré, of course, of UDP. How many of us went to their homes? How many of care about their families? How many of us do things for them? This trend will continue to happen because our legends, our celebrities, our good people will continue to die because death is inevitable. There is no shortcut to it. That's what we are all waiting for. The burst of power. Yes, everything. One day we will all go, and it's important that we all accept the reality that one day we are all going to go. So it is important that we try to do the right thing. As hard as it may sound, this is my fact. And like I said it the last time, some people thought I was crazy. Some people thought I was stupid. Some people thought otherwise. He likes to distract people. He likes to bring this up. I've heard all of those comments. But this is my fact and my reality. My edda suma bopa dilen edda yen ñi kepp ku may deglu di ma setan, because I know some might be watching on the background. I know there is no doubt. Whether people comment on my post or not, I know people watch me. I know I have a voice. I know respectful people. I know people who have power, people who have authority. I know people who matter in our country do watch me. I know people are watching me. And you know yourselves. You might have encountered Uncle Sarjo in one way or the other. May his soul rest in peace. You might have encountered Sisi Sawane some way while she was alive. Like I said, Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara, our first president. I mentioned Swaibu Konate here earlier. A week ago, my one anniversary. This was sent to all media houses in the Gambia. How many went to cover it? How many talked about it? How many told Gambians that, hey, today kat my day anniversary Swaibu Konate? How many people did that? How many media houses did? Yes, they died last week. Mungi tombe 3 years jotna. 3 years jotna. Nyep kilo len jublu. 3 years jotna. Chilen jublu won. Ken talut ko won because yes, that's what brings us ratings. Some of us did the next day or 2 or 3. This is the hardcore fact. Let anybody debunk it. Let anybody debunk it. Genel len ma correct? Nen ko debunk? Must we only start to celebrate our people? Must we only talk positive about our people when they are dead? Must we only talk about our people, positive about our people, when they are gone? Or sundeme besona be hubudas? This is not okay. It is not funny. And I am urging myself and urging all of you. I am challenging myself and challenging all of you. Nen change li. Nen len wechi jiko yi. I say it all the time. Ne ñun Gambian ci suñu yalla indilon angel Jibril, malaika Jibril, njalay Jibril. Ci bopam fi wecci won suñu jikko yi suñu dëkk bi du dem fenn. It starts with us. It's not about our presidents. It's not about the people in authority. It is not. It's about us Gambians. Ñoo wecci suñu jikko yi. The hardcore fact duñ koy buga diga. Legi, those of you that are watching and everybody, including myself, will sit there. Limo wax nak degala. But it's hard for us to accept the truth, even when it's the truth. When we can accept it and try what we can learn from it, regardless of who it is coming from, whether Siman Pa Usman Lajoge or anybody else. A lot of us can be sitting down and talking about this and watching this and agreeing to it or believing in it. But at the end of the day, we will not change a bit. We will continue to do the same thing. We will continue the same routine. Then what I graduate from this? We will continue to speak up. We will continue to say what we, the little wisdom that God has given us, or our little perspective on things. And this is my perspective of the reality of the Gambia, the current situation of the Gambia. The only time we celebrate people, the only time we talk positive about people is the only time we help people moy suñ démé be helpless wala ñu dem ba nga xamné needatuñ help, or the time that we help them, help buñ leena jox du leen jëriñ anything and anything. Do leen jëriñ nothing. That is the only time we help people for the most part. That is the only time we celebrate people. These are things that should continue. If you had a relationship with Alhaji Sarjo Barrow, go ahead nga binda sa relationship ak mom. Bum nekk just a fake thing wala tese nga ak mom xew ni or programme ni or whatsoever rek, and you decide to celebrate him just because am nga ak mom ben natal. We take pictures with people just to keep pour suñ deye ñu génné ko pour wax ne ki li la wala lele. We might have been trashing him, like I said. The reality is lately amul luñ déggut ci pa bi, amul luñ nekku di yaka pa bi lately. This is the fact. You listen to some WhatsApp audios or you watch some YouTube videos, you'll be like, no way, this cannot happen. Lima wax, if you are not listening, but if you are current and you are following Gambian politics, either on social media, whether it is through WhatsApp, through YouTube, through Facebook, you might have seen the way Alhaji Sarjo Barrow was being caricatured. You might have seen Yinko Yaka. You might have seen Yinko Nekadi Wakal. You might have seen pictures of ñoo jël diko tus ngalak diko def yu bari yo xamne it was very disrespectful, regardless of what it is. Now, if that was your true feeling, I will recommend to desist from trying to show the world otherwise. To try to show the world otherwise. Lima wax nak is the fact. In my own little world, maduna kook ñu bari. Whenever we have one of our legends go or answer to their Lord, We did shows and we did programs about it. And before they are gone, while they are alive, we do these things. Like I said, 3 months ago, laa mujjee send Sarjo Barrow message. Laa mujjee wax ak mom. I was arranging to have an interview with him just a few months ago because he met up with one of my staff. We continue to do what we can as a country. Ku si nekk nag da nga am nooy bayee sa waar. Not when they are gone rek ñu fàtte leen jeex na takk. Kan si ñun mooy jóg whether in Gambia or somewhere dem ne dañoo dem ziyaare ji family Sir Dawda wala dañoo dem toppatoo ji am tumi Sir Dawda wala dañoo dem foofu ziyaare. Government bi si boppam like I said booba leen ci jeexal lu bari. And when it was time to do the tribute for Sir Dawda at the National Assembly, we all watched it live that day. You saw how from government officials to Sunjanian politicians, everybody came and stood and talked and said so many positive things about Sir Dawda. Mane, nañ leen stop lip service bi waay. Nañ leen ko stop. The same thing with all the other people that I mentioned. And Lolo is just a tip of the iceberg. There are so many Gambians ñoo xam ne dem nañ ba xubudaas dem nañ ba sonna dem nañ ba frustrate dem nañ ba jaaxle feebar nañ ba seen feebar yi mun leen balaa leen ak kenn di mun a jàppale wala celebrate so duñ dem nag ba boromam génn àdduna ñu bugg a jaay that hypocrisy du ñëpp nag like I said when I talk ku ci am dégg ku ci am xel doo gis sa bopp ci suma wax ji soo fekkee ne loolu mooy sa jikko soo si gisee sa boppa boobu de moom unfortunately I am unapologetic about somebody whose way of life is like that, and I wouldn't do but encourage the person to actually change their ways. And my world, I will consider those people hypocritical, and I would recommend for them to change their ways. Let's celebrate people. Su nit ñi soxlaa ci yow dara te fekk yaa ngi dunda, a word of advice for myself and to others. Su nit soxlaa ci yow dara fekk yaa ngi dunda, ngeen la jàppaleel boromam su fekkee ne du la wàññi dara, rawatina su fekkee ne li boromam soxla is your work. Loolu lañ laa fayee si nga dundalee sa njaboot, taxpayers yi ñoo laa fay wala any other institution boo xam ne foofu ngaa liggéeyee, customers ñooy ñëw su dee private sector bi la customers ñooy ñëw di jënda product or service from you. Am ku soxla dara ci yow ci loo xam ne yow war nga koo mun a defal loolu noonu without any fear or favor nga toppatoo ko rather than nguur su ndaw ku si am nguur su ndaw si ñun rek you want to start di jagar you want to start showing that you have power, you want to abuse your powers, you want to abuse your authorities, you want to give people the running around, you want to show some sense of importance ne yow da nga important. These are the things that happen in our country. So demee nag ba boromam génn àdduna nga wane ne waaw maa ngi doon liggéey ak moom lii maa ngi doon def ak moom lii maa ngi doon def ak moom lele te fekk you frustrated the person to death. It's the order of the day. Nañ leen ko change, and I'll continue to come back and talk about these things as long as they continue to happen. Yii ñoo tax suñ dëkk bi du dem fenn. Li ma gis Banjul laay wax, li ma gis Gambia laay wax, lii moo tax suñ dëkk bi du dem fenn yu nu mel. The one and we are good, the one and we are straight, the one and ñu ngi baax, the one and we are positive. Te fekk deep in our hearts we are not positive to a great extent. Lip service bi lañ war a wàññi, lip service bi lañ war a bàyyi. Yóbbuwut benn dëkk kanam. You should be innovating and creating stuff. We should be empowering people who are in positions to actually do us right. Képp ku mun dara, képp ku xam dara nañ ko ci jàppale, nañ ko am jox lenge yi, nañ ko jébbal lenge yi jox ko mu doxal. Nañ ko jox lenge yi mu doxal. Why we fight each other unnecessarily. Léegi soo nekkee di xeex nit nag ba boromam génn àdduna, you can just put that down. But you cannot go ahead and want to show the world the opposite or otherwise. My challenge mo boppa nag di leen challenge yéen ñëpp pour ñu bàyyi xel li nu mel. Whether you are a government official, whether you are in the private sector, whether you are working in any field boo munti nekk wala su fekkee ne sax you are just an ordinary Gambian that goes about their normal everyday life, whether student nga or whatsoever, nañ leen wecci suñ jikko yi ñu nopp suñ boppa nopp suñ dëkka di jàppale wante ci bi ñoo dunda nag di jàppale wante si biñ soxlaan dimbal
not to wait be boromam xubudaas wala boromam sonna or otherwise. I cannot overemphasize it. Lii rek mooy suma message, because I've seen time and time again, I've seen everywhere yéen a ngi dégg notification boobu on WhatsApp. It's coming, several WhatsApp group foo si nekk tey messages yi are coming. Doyan journalist, veteran journalist, celebrating lii our Sarjo Barrow lii our Sarjo Barrow le, including even the platforms he worked at, including the platform he was working at. These are things that I say all the time. I said it for Sisi. Suñ boppa ñoo leen a njëkk a xeex yenn yi suñ neighborhood bi ci kër yi ñun ñu bokk ak ñoom neighborhood. These are the things yoo xam ne dañ ko war a bàyyi suñ toogee di waxtaan yan topics ngeen nekk di waxtaan yéen a ngi toog ci seen kër yi probably ñun ñëpp ku si nekk yaa ngi toog sa biir kër yaa ngi cee waxtaan ak sa jabar yaa ngi cee waxtaan ak sa jëkkër yaa ngi cee waxtaan ak sa jànqa or anybody koo xam ne is close to you or a friend, and you are talking about Sarjo Barrow and you are talking about his death and you are talking about all the different issues yoo xam ne loolu la, only for you to turn around you talking about all these negative issues, only for you to turn around and now decide ne okay well xaaral ma dem lii because ñëpp a ngi binda rek xaaral man tamit ma binda. Ñëpp a ngi jël picture soo amut ak moom picture sax di nga jël benn picture boo xam ne lifin la. Am na ñeneen ñoo xam ne sax dañ dee fàttee change seen picture si ndoog su loolu passé dina dem ba passé 1 month 2 months 3 months ñeneen ñi ba tey ay picture sax Dawda Jawara moo nekk seen either DP either on WhatsApp Instagram Twitter anywhere Facebook seen profile pictures yeeg yooyu noonu yëpp ba tey ji nga bàyyi ko fa. Should it only stop at loolu? Should it only stop us? Is that how the only way we should celebrate people, by just changing them to our profile pictures or our DPs and stuff, and that is it? We should graduate from that level. We should mean what we say. Some people, we should celebrate them beyond. We should continue to celebrate them. If they are in the media or they are not in the media should be able to tell the world that kii kat besam jot na, kii kat def na fi lii ak lii, génnee lijjanti laxarti li fi boromam jot a def ci lu baax yëpp ñu génne ko. Ñu génne ko ba pare saxal ko. If we need to name places after them, monuments and stuff, if we need to make statues of them, ay statue pour one askan bi wala one askan fàttali askan bi loo xam ne time bu ko nit ñi gisee time bu ko nit ñi déggee seen xel dina dem ci waajooju noonu. If we need to do these things, we need to do it. If we need to teach our kids about these people, our great men and women, no wonder why we don't respect our people. No wonder, because suñ history sax everywhere soo ko seetee ñaata history moo ñu dee jàngal about suñ niti suñ great men and women who did well for our country. Feneen for them. We would rather learn international history. We would rather learn about Martin Luther King. We would rather learn about Nelson Mandela. We would rather learn about Sheikh Anta Diop. We would rather learn about ñoom Kwame Nkrumah. We would rather learn about ñoom Steve Biko ak yeneen international leaders or people, journalists from other parts of the world, rather than learning about our own celebrities, our own legends, our own sages and people who have done well for our country. And this starts with us teaching these things, including it in our school curriculum, teaching our young people. Hopefully, if this generation does not take it up, eventually, if we start to introduce these things in our schools, to teach our young people about our celebrities, our legends, people who have done well for our country in different walks of life, whether it is in politics, whether it is in sports, whether it is in entertainment, whether it is in religion, or whatever way, shape, or form, eventually, then Khale didn't grow up to actually know. You ask in different scholars everywhere around the world. For them, Gambians are doing very well in different walks of life. Gambians have done so well in different walks of life. But how recognized are we as a country? How are Gambians recognized? Nit yu jógee ci yeneen dëkk yi seen nit ñoo leen a jaay. For them, nga dégg ñu ngi waxtaane seen affaire. Foo wax ñu dégg ko. ñaareel nga nekk fii nga mention somebody about Gambia, the most they can tell you, you have to show them in the map ba ñoom ñu gis ko sax suñ ko gisee dañ lay foog ne Sénégal nga nekk di wax wala okay, oh so is that little tiny country or stream within Sénégal. ñu ci bari loolu lañ laa wax simply because loolu lañ jot a xam. jaayuñ dara. ñaata kilifa diine lañ am Gambia, kan moo xam suñ kilifa diine yi? ñaata kilifa diine ci diine yi ñoo waxtaanee muy Christianity or religion. Because we don't cherish our people, we don't hail them, we don't give them the type of respect that we should give them. ñaata political njit lañ fi xam ci ñoo xam ne they fought for not only independence for Gambia but the sub-region as well. anañ ku leen xam, ku leen dégg, fan lañ binda seen affaire, kan moo leen fàttaliku, seen njaboot ci boppam celebrate tuñ leen, seen njaboot ci boppam respect tuñ leen. And these are people who have done so much for our country. So much for our country, from our religious leaders to our politicians to our sports people, etc. Our musicians, people that are in different walks of life. You can see when I talk about this thing, I'm very passionate about it because it hits home. kon su fekkee ne ñun generation bi ak generations before us have failed in celebrating our people while they are alive, I want to encourage our country to now start introducing these things as part of our school curriculum pour xale yi jàng ko xàmmee ràññee ñoom ñu màggee ci jàng ko xam ko su ko defee ñoom dinañ ko value ndax loo xamul rek doo ko value. kon comme ni ma leen ko waxee, I just have to take this out of my chest because it's bothering me that whenever somebody passes away rek si lañ day génna commencé di jéem a celebrate boromam te fekk mënoon nañoo def yu bare ci boromam bi moo nekk alive, ci boromam bi moo dunda. We could have celebrated the person, we could have supported the person, we could have done a lot for the person, and we didn't. ñu xaar ba boromam génna àdduna ñu jéem a def loolu. To me, that is unfortunate, that is not right, that is wrong, and we need to be able to graduate from it as a country. If we should move ahead, we should be able to respect our people and celebrate them and honor them and cherish them and give them their befitting honorifics and appellations while they are alive, rather than actually wait ba yàlla def otherwise. kon maa ngi jéggalu di baalu àqa kàddu yi ku ci gis sa boppa li ci rafet rek ci yàlla la, lu ci ñaaw ci ñun la. jubluwaay bi du dara lu dul educate suma boppa. It could be it's a frank talk as far as I am concerned, di jéem a waxtaan ak askan bi. defoon naa ko di last time, like I said, am ñu bari ñi ma call ne ma génneel vidéo bi, ma laaj leen lan moo tax ma war koo génnee, and they couldn't tell me. xam nga rek Gambien si lañ war a affaire, wala xam nga rek ni ko nit di gisee. naka la ko nit di gisee? ndax dafa am dara lu ma fi wax loo xam ne dafa wrong. If you think I have said one or two things yoo xam ne is not a fact that you can debunk, wax ma ko. Bring it on, let's debate it, prove me wrong. I have mentioned a few names and how we handle them, from Sadauda Kairaba Jawara to Sisi Sawane to Suwaibu Konate and Deda Haidara. These are the 4 people so far who have mentioned as an example, because this year Lulu Mofi Jota help for the most part dates yo hamne hit nañ country be very well. Ma relate ko with Sarjo Barrow. There are others of course, but these are prominent things yo hamne they've gained international attention and everything, and jagu fi benyu wara fate. It's not that long. Yagud ben war ko fàtte. We are talking about a few months ago. Fàtte nañ about ñooñu. loolu moo tax ma indiwaat lii, because as I open Facebook, as I open WhatsApp, as I open Twitter or Instagram, all you continue to see now for the past couple of hours is the death of Uncle Sarjo Barrow. Yal na yàlla yokkal leeram, yal na ko yàlla jégal ay bàkkaaram, yal na ko yàlla musal ci mbugali bàmmeel ak safara, yal na yàlla xaare ko ajjana. lépp lu mbaay gannaaw rek yal na ci yàlla def barke te musal leen ci may leen xoli muñ. lépp loo xam ne mu ngi ko doon waxit luy njëriñ askan bi as a journalist, yal na ko yàlla dugal ci xeli nit ñi. su fekkee ne luy njëriñ askan bi la, yal na ko yàlla dugal ci xoli nit ñi. pour mu njëriñ doomi aadama yi. There is no doubt that he has served our country and served our country for a very long time, and for that reason we celebrate him as a departed legend. di ko ñaanal yàlla ci beneen yoon. Tomorrow inshallah we are already making arrangements to cover his funeral and the like. You can follow us on the Gambian Talents TV, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, or Facebook. Yep, inshallah we try to bring you a live broadcast of his funeral. di jégaluwaat ci beneen yoon képp ku gis sa bopp ci kàddu gi. su fekkee ne rek dañ wax dara loo xam ne dafa xaw a ñagas, ñu ngi jégalu bu baax. If you feel what I feel, if you see what I see, and you hear what I heard, inshallah go ahead and share the video. du la wàññi waaye dina yokk askan bi xam-xam. jërë ngeen jëf.